Hi guys. Okay, so um I know this is a crappy screen, but you don't have to look at my ugly face trying to focus on my ugly fat face, but you could just listen to me. But here's my theory of Bendy and the ink machine. So let's start with it. So Joey, this is how the game works. This is my theory. Joey Drew and Henry were working on cartoons together, and they only did that to celebrate the devil. But Henry was uncomfortable celebrating the devil because he didn't want to be possessed by demons. I don't know, it might be about something else, but he left the place for 30 years until someone, not someone, Joey Drew. So I'm only doing this because it feels good, but Joey Drew sent Henry a letter that is telling him to go back to the studio when he gets back in town. But look at once you start the game. Hold on. Sorry. Once you start the game and you see the letter, look at the paper. Look at the design of it. Once you do that, skip the letter and go into the game. Once you do that, look all over the floor or look on the walls. There's old-fashioned paper. And keep the image of that letter in your head. And look at the paper too. Do they match? Of course they do. So Joey Drew died in the studio and wants Henry to bring him back to life. So he gets those old paper and ink, which is the poison ink. Whatever, the ink that has poison in it, on it. But once he does that, he writes his letter down so he can come back there. And of course, excuse me, but of course, when you reach that room and then come out and you get scared of that bendy thing, that was Joey Drew's ghost trying to fool around with you. But once you do that, Joey Drew took out Boris's heart, and you probably used that for something else, but I'm not going to explain it right now because I don't know what it's for. I'm going to have to try to look all over the game and stuff to see what he used it for. But once you turn on the ink machine and all of that stuff, Joey Drew comes back to life by turning into 3D Bendy. Yes, once you go to the ink machine and you might wonder, why is it boarded up? And you get a little closer to the door and then, yep. Who's that ink guy? Mystery. And the mystery solved. Joey Drew. Joey Drew is Bendy. Yes, Bendy. He is. He turned into Bendy, but all melted. He was supposed to come out perfect, but instead his body failed and melted down. That's the whole reason why it only shows his mouth, not his eyes on his face. And yeah, guys, so everyone thinks this. I'm going to tell you my theory about this too. So, when you enter the door, once you reach the end, you don't portal through the thing on the floor, the devil thing on the floor, whatever. You don't portal through it. Once you reach the end, take a good look at the room. There's a door in the corner. You don't portal through that devil thing. You go through the door. But I don't think the Meatly finished chapter 2 a little. So maybe that's why it seems like you portal through the thing. But no, you don't. And everyone thinks that once you portal through once you go through the doors, you get out and see Bendy coming. No, that doesn't happen. The cutscene is trying to show you what's happening once you enter the thing. What's happening behind the door once you enter the door. It's showing you what's happening behind you, what you don't see. And yep, you enter the room, close it, lock it, and move on. And what's happening behind that door that you locked and closed and move on to, behind that door is Bendy / Joey Drew coming for you. He has found you. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Subscribe, leave a like, thumbs up, and also leave a comment. What else? Ring the bell. Yeah. I already know what ring the bell is now. It's to check all notifications. Okay, guys. Bye. By the way, this Bendy and the Ink Machine game kind of seems like the game to Hello Neighbor. Okay, bye. I feel like saying one last thing. The creator of Bendy and the Ink Machine is the Meatly. And the creator of Hello Neighbor is Tiny Build. Alright. Bye.